2019 general elections have come and gone as Saturday concluded the second half with the polls to determine new set of governors and members of the Houses of Assembly. CLERIC TV's religious affairs correspondent Chinedu Mbatego had a chat with the head pastor House of Worship in Abuja, Scambo Morrison. The priest thanked God for the just concluded elections, stating that the relative peace in most parts of the nation could only have come from God.
I think the peace already has been predestined before it came, even though there was so much agitation, that there was going to be a lot of rancors, here and there. But to be honest with you, today we can boldly sit down, in this studio to say to you, that God has actually given us peace by all means. So this is not about human being. This is about God, and that is what He just declared to us in the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 16, that the Lord God Himself will give us peace by all means. So it's such an unbelievable, humanly speaking, peace that Nigeria is experiencing now. It's quite okay.
Scambo, in his words of advice, charged Christians to participate in the nation's political affairs, as it is an avenue for the glory of God to reign supreme in the affairs of the nation.
Sincerely speaking, I advise Christians to go into politics because it is not a today's thing. Politics has been there for a very long time. Permit me to say, even in the heavens, there was politics. Lucifer had to play some games there. He had to play some politics in order for him to get some people out of God's own side so that he can also win people. And at the same time, God also had to retain people. Politics is a game of number, but considering with God, one with God is majority because God is all by himself. If Christians don't go into politics, laws of the lands are taken, laws of the land are given, and then Christians might not be able to say anything. It's not really about Christianity at this time. And I think it is about people understanding what exactly, the nation or the city or the town or the state actually needs. When I say Christians, who exactly are we talking about? Are we talking about the Christians, that the people that go to church, or the people that fill their forms, in the name of Christianity? Or we're talking about the people who actually are the ecclesia, the ones that are called out to come and stand and declare, its mandate. So who God is calling to come into politics? God is calling the righteous. And when I say righteous, I'm not talking about the righteous in the Christian form. The word righteous is a legal word. The word righteous is simply talking about anybody that can align himself legally with the constitution of heaven, what God actually wants people to do. So you can have the name of Abraham and you're not a Christian. At the same time, you can have the name of Ibrahim and then you are a Christian somewhere. So it's important for Christians to know that, this calling is for all of us. And if we go to church or we are Christians by name or Christians by calling, then it's a big advantage.
While INEC is at the final stage of collation, reports reaching us say all electoral processes in troubled River State have been suspended.